A number of years ago, over 40 years ago actually, Donna Lee Dennis, my wife and I, had the privilege of going to Barbados in the West Indies, where I taught some sales training classes. Well, it was a dream come true, and we were having the time of our lives. And I thought, you know what, if we had our own transportation, instead of relying on public transportation, we could maybe have even more fun. It's a small island, but we could get around the island more and have even more fun. So I decided to rent a little motorbike, a little motorcycle. So I went down to the motorcycle livery place to get the bike, and it was noon, it happened to be noon, and before I could rent the bike, I had to get my Bajan driver's license, which I think was $3. It might have been $5. So I got my Bajan driver's license. I came back out, went over to the little motorcycle livery, and the noon guy was on, who really didn't work there full time or didn't really understand everything there was to know about the motorcycles and the rental of them and so on. We got through the paperwork, and I went out and started it up. But just before I drove away, put Donnelly on the back and drove away, I said, now is low gear, first gear, all the way down or all the way up? And he said, it's all the way up. And I said, fine. And I pulled out into traffic, and as we started to pull into traffic, I thought, this is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. We can go the other side of the island. We can go anywhere we want to go, anytime we want to go. We won't have to rely on our friends or public transportation. And then about that same time, I shifted down. And if you're familiar with most motorcycles, you know what I discovered. I discovered I had been in fourth gear all the time. I'd been in fourth gear, and I was excited. Well, as I shifted down and got into low gear, first gear, I could literally do a wheelie with that thing, and then I was really excited. Well, you know what? Most of us are going through life in third or fourth gear. Many of us don't realize that we can do a wheelie if we just shifted gears. We're coming into a brand new year. We're coming into 2012. Some people are forecasting the end of time. Well, I ask you, will 2012 be the end or the beginning? I challenge you to make 2012 the year that you shift down, you find low gear, you do a wheelie, and make it the beginning